16 years old.
Oh right, we had this talk.
Prepping for war, children.
Hi there.
I just got the
Yes?
massive amount of chills. Yes, we are prepping for war.
Why wouldn't we be?
Are we in a war?
I believe the war is on our home front, whether we're ready or not.
And whose side of the war are you on?
I am here to protect my siblings and my own interest.
So,
Being seed the grudge. The things that have happened here recently directly concern me.
So you were supposed to hunt.
That abomination.
which of our enemies would you consider to be more important to prepare against? The hunter or
The rabid
horse?
dog or the hive mind?
Yeah.
The hive mind and the rabid dog, while still dangerous in their own idiosyncrasies, the hunter aims to compromise all of that.
So how do we get rid of him?
What would you have us do, Seed the Grudge? We've been without your guidance for quite a while.
I have felt your anger and frustration. It calls to me. My sister has left a black hole in my heart. Like a piece of me that's missing. But I don't know which piece. It's like a vacant memory with no context. A stolen piece of my soul. And I want revenge.
Revenge. Currently, my best theory is to find the name in the old language, and I've been hunting for that. Would you
Just
have
as the
advice?
hunter did.
Yes. Use us to name your sister. What advice could you give us to find the name?
Trap out, y'all.
To find his name, it would be in the old tongue, but we don't know how to use the old tongue or decipher
I
it.
have some things about that. There's pictographs and things that the Idare said at one point in it.
Yes. You are learning. The answer is in the old language.
We know
Got
that
it right.
we know that the chorus has some information on the old language, but aren't some of your brothers and sisters versed in the old language as well?
With her breathing, at least.
Is that correct? Are some of your brothers and sisters also versed in the old language?
It's complicated. And an answer that I'm not fond of. The idea is very well versed in the old language.
Of course, yes.
But the rest of the answers lie with the violators.
With
Sorry,
So-
with whom?
with
I didn't
sorry?
catch that part.
The violators.
Ah,
Okay.
My less savory siblings.
May I
In her teeth?
offer what I have heard from the idea, and if you could expound on any of this, I would be sort of waiting for information.
Please share your knowledge.
What I have been told is that the idea mentioned that the old language was their gift to us, called it the word. And he mentioned that in its purest form, that was what it was, but that the song was twisting or corrupting it in some manner. He mentioned essentially that if we want to understand it, we have to understand how it was twisted. And he said that others might know more about that. Additionally, some knowledge was imparted based upon one of the people I met in the club who talked it in her teeth. She mentioned that you may be made in wholesale of the old language, as opposed to simply your names being part of it. The other factor I have is that as a result of what the hunter did to dance for us, the poses that were made have some not coded importance, but rather interpreted. They meant understood as your name, because someone, I think it was the idea, mentioned that they had had many names and that their name is whatever others put upon them. So it almost feels like old language notation. That's currently what I've seen.
You are quite the knowledgeable child. And you are not the only one. There are other children who have learned the secrets of the old language. But I can no longer feel their pain, their grudge. Find them. Find the missing children. We gods have had many names granted upon us. Many interpreted through the old language.
Just sleeping. Don't touch him.
You are not wrong to sense a certain emotion as well as symbology. Find the missing children. Oh, and one more thing. Rion.
Yes?
Let's chat.
Be careful with the moon. Just saying.
Oh,
never mind.
It'll be
I've heard
fine.
terrible things about this place.
Do not be frightened. I keep my weaknesses very transparent. It's hard to find a hole when there are none. You prayed to me with a question, pontificating on the ideal of forgiveness.
Oh yeah, that one.
Rian, whom are you asking for?
That's a good question. Mainly anyone. Like, if we take down a Lucid or something like that, and they beg for forgiveness, do we forgive them or punish them for all the children they hurt?
Forgiveness is an excuse. A cowardly cop-out. Would anyone ask for forgiveness if they were caught?
No.
Yeah,
I mean, probably.
they'll feel guilty and they know they'll be punished, and they're trying to, I guess, forgiveness is an excuse.
I feel like an apology is more of a last-ditch effort to avoid punishment rather than embrace it.
People say what will best serve them, not more.
Yes. And does guilt beget a grudge? It is quite the question.
So many
For
complicated.
me, forgiveness is a waste of time. Justice, enacted swiftly, is the only way to truly vindicate those objectified by the guilty.
But how would you know if you were dealing justice to the right person? Jason here lost his brother, and he doesn't even know where to begin dealing justice. How would he know?
I have a strong idea of where to begin dealing justice, and I'm surprised that somebody who's also lost a sibling would infer that I don't. Not all of us are as wishy-washy as you are, Lexi.
I want to know if she lives. I would do anything to save her.
Whether he's alive or lost means far less than punishing the ones who took him.
It is a lot to ask any one mortal to know the full inner workings of revenge and how to enact it. Luckily, you have me to guide you. Cede the grudge.
I'm sure
So
Jason and I would both take revenge on whoever took our sibling, guided to the right application.
As far as from what I've taken away from this conversation, I believe that the first place to begin is to find the missing children. The ones who have gained information and yet are still lost.
Certainly that is how we revenge for Cede the Grudge, but our own personal vengeance also.
Sometimes you must have faith that in helping our esteemed majesty, I don't really know what title to see. In helping Cede the Grudge, we will find a way to we will find our own path towards vengeance and justice for the ones we've lost.
Only time will tell.
That's true. Only time will tell.
And in these times, an alliance might be necessary. We may be more aligned than you all anticipate. And Rion,
Yes?
you may not be fully ready, but the harvest has arrived.
What's the
I'm
harvest?
afraid we've run out of time. My chosen one.
Thank
Congratulations, Rion.
Congrats.
Lexi,
Yes?
I like your skepticism. It's refreshing.
I
Find the missing children. Oh. Rion. One last thing. Do not attempt to play matchmaker with me. With laugh last.
Busted.
Sorry. I expected you to make your own decisions, but I just felt bad for the guy.
I
He's
already
so
told you. I told
lonely.
you no.
Oh,
We all
oh,
told you
don't
it was
know
a bad
what that
idea.
was.
We all told you no.
I know what it feels
Do
like.
not feel sympathy for a pathetic clown.
I think his motives are dangerous, from what I've heard in recent dreams.
Does he even have motives?
Oh, I think he, much like the Joker, I think he has motives beyond much of our comprehension.
I mean, all
And
the
it concerns me.
I suppose the irrational, insane motives you might have are probably more dangerous than you'd like.
I simply find him nauseating.
His,
he
his
might
puns
find that
are
appealing.
his puns are particularly painful. My girlfriend likes to repeat them, and it's
Oh dear.
ooh.
I don't know, he was pretty chill.
I appreciate
Children, find those who are missing.
we will
Absolutely.
do this.
We will.
Orders
Super
accepted.
Grinch.
And we appreciate all the compliment and guidance you have given us.
See the Grudge appreciates you. Good night, children.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
That's so fucking cool.
Oh my god.
Critical now.
Oh my god. Ooh.
Ah,
Ooh.
mission failed.
Yeah, mission failed. That's okay. The true
Bring me
mission
back to the
succeeded.
car. I need to talk to people in